you can see we're in Rolling Hills Asylum,
Yeah.
where Jay is putting the finishing touch to your movie Through the Glass.
That's correct.
And what amazing place to do it.
Couldn't be happier with the location. It's just, when you're making a movie, there's three main factors. You have actors, which are important, you have the crew, which is important, and then location. And this place is a character in itself, so it almost becomes a character in the film as well, which is just adds so much value to the final picture.
The room where we're filming is actually Roy's room,
right?
Which is the most famous ghost in the asylum. There's a giant guy over 7 feet tall, lived there from 1902 to 1940 something. So he died at a very young age of giant.
Yeah.
And a lot of people claim to see him, so that's pretty cool that we're in his room.
Yeah, I'm interested. I know the one actor, Jeff, who's playing the psychiatrist, he was getting weird feelings last night. So he might relate to any of the spirits here that are ex-patients. They might see him being the psychiatrist, and they might be drawn to him, because like they were in their regular life, drawn to the doctor for help, you know what I mean? So it's interesting to kind of see, and I hope I don't want anything to happen to anybody, but I'm kind of curious to follow up in like a week or so to kind of see what happens, with everybody that's here. We've already had experiences even on the first day walking in during our location scout. We walked around the building, we heard voices and, footsteps, people walking around, and we were the only ones here.
It's a dream that started two years ago already.
We originally started filming this film 2 years ago. It originally started as a short film. We shot it entirely at my house in the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania, and it was great. We did a great thing, but it was a short film, and I was like, I wanted a little more out of it. I loved it. I thought everyone did great. Myself personally, I wanted more. I wanted to see more of it. So I reworked the script, and it took 2 years to kind of rework it, replan it, re-put things together, and I expanded it into it and came up with the scenes for this with the, the psychiatrist and Nicole, who was the character who actually escapes from the first short. She, survives basically, and she goes on and she's telling this story in the psychiatrist's office.
Some people were working together for the first time.
Yeah.
Like Jeanette, she's doing a masterful job.
Yeah, she's good. I've known her for a little bit now, and we actually, when I met her, I didn't even realize she lives down the street from me. Like, literally,
it's a small world.
2-minute walk, not even. And and she was telling me how she likes makeup and wants to do makeup and all this, and this, I needed a makeup artist. So I'm always about helping people out, like bring them out if they're passionate enough to do it. And I have a project and I need someone to do it. I'm willing to take the chance and bring people out, like you guys.
The best example is Steve. He was great at it.
And Steve ended up operating, some shots. Some of the more.
The ceiling is.
I just saw it.
Yeah, me too.
That's incredible.
Yeah, but Steve, some of the hardest shots too. Those follow shots.
It's
some of the harder stuff to get, really, technically.
And, for you, it's kind of different from when you're shooting with Ghost Adventures because but at the same time, not that different.
There's similarities. The film. Ghost Adventures, it's very raw. It's run and gun. We call it a documentary style. So we're on the move all the time. And there's no script. There's no planning. There's nothing. Like, it really is what we do is what we're doing, and what we're showing you is what is really happening. There's no manipulation. There's no preset stuff. It's just we go with it. But with a film, like I said, it's been 2 years prepping and putting this together to make a few days happen. So there is a difference, but at the same time, there still is, the technical aspect of it, making sure the cameras look right and the sound's good. Film works nice because you're in one spot, so you can actually take time to really focus on it. The other style, run and gun, it's like you have to do that on the fly, and it's tough, but I love it too, and I love both.
The one Island of the Dolls that really creeped me out. I love dolls.
Me too. But all of us, actually.
Tell me more about the process. First of all, to be able to access this place. It's not an open.
Oh no, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's outside Mexico City, but there's a whole canal system, and you have to take a boat. It's about a half-hour boat ride. The lockdown night when we got to the island, we literally sat there. I don't even know, probably a good 20, 30 minutes, kind of like, all right, let's go. Just rolling up on it, you feel the energy.
Yeah.
We weren't really even full investigation mode at that time. We just were walking on, just initial kind of walk on, just walk around, feel it out, wait for the rest of the gear. We were still shooting on our regular cameras.
Exactly. Still have
Right.
Zach still had his
The headlight.
His headlight.
Yeah. So we were waiting for Billy to show up with all the equipment, and we were just walking
That's
around
right.
and checking it out. We heard that noise, which drew us over to that, lack of a better word, kitchen area or whatever you want to call it, with a fire, and there's like some pots and pans and things. Nothing over there. We don't know what the noise was, but it sounded like pots and pans being moved and kicked around, which by itself was like, okay, whatever, And then literally took about 15 steps, turn around, and I was like, oh, I see on my camera this glow. And I'm like, whoa, what was that? And I was just a raging fire. And we were just there.